Demon number 5. Episode 9 of Outlaw Star. So this episode 9 kind of opens up with the ship coming towards the... Well, it doesn't come towards the sun, but, quote, the sun, or one of the... Okay, whatever, one of the stars are out there. So basically he follows the spaceship around for a minute or two and just, like, focuses on it. And then after that, it zooms into the... It goes into the ship. The ship's like, oh, what's up, Jim? Jim? He's like sleepwalking. He says that he's sleepwalking. And then after he sleepwalks, he's like, okay, I'm up for a minute. And then he does this little weird flippy flip with his gun. Tries to put it back into his hilt. It technically lands on his foot. His foot. His entire foot. And then there's two big holes inside the... Or in his foot. There's two little dents in his foot. He lets out a big scream, which was kind of funny to me. Then after that, kind of sees him as a... Like, there's Jim. Who's like, oh, I need to go do something. Or they kind of like want to go to a space. Or he's like, oh, I want to go to a colony. There we go. I'm trying to think of the damn word here. But the colony, to the colonies. And he's like, okay, yeah, we'll go to the colonies. Cool. So they fly to the colonies. They're like, okay, we'll hang out here. We'll go to the colonies. We'll hang out here for a minute. Which was just a day. And then from there, with that, he's like, okay, we could go get some money for this dude who's worth 20,000 oolongs. Yeah, oolongs. But before that, he's like, okay, let's just go get something to eat. So he's like, all right, let's eat. So they eat. Jim, who's a little blonde kid, he's like, really? You want to eat now? And then the space, one of the big number of people, I think it was like 20, I think it was like 10,000 oolongs. I think it was like oolongs. I'm not really sure again. I'm not really sure how much it was. But it was like 10,000 oolongs, the money price on this particular head. And then his ass is like, okay, I'll tell you. He goes to the ship, the barkeep. Goes to the barkeep and straight up says, hey, do you know his name? This dude's name? And he's like, yes, we do. But first, give me your name and your height. So I can tell the Undertaker which coffin to put you in. And then also, yeah. And then he's just like, okay, cool, whatever, don't care. And then from there, if he does that, he's like, okay, cool, yeah, let's go do this. And then Gene follows technically sees the spaceship. Instead of a race. Kind of brings back memories of his past with his father, because his father was attacked by the pirates. With the same pirates, by the way, that attacked him when he was a child. Really messed up, but yeah. That was that. And then that. He's like, okay, I'm gonna leave. Let's leave. So they're like, okay, let's go. So they're like, alright. But then from there, the woman with the wooden sword. Well, this is just before this. Sorry about that. This is just before that. Beat the dude that he was after. The 20 million oolongs. I think it was 20,000 oolongs. I don't even remember, but it was like 20,000 oolongs. Somewhere around there with a bounty. He's like, okay, I'm taking the money. Cool. Taking the money. Grabs the money. Walks out. Which was just 20, which was only 10,000, which was supposed to be 10,000 oolongs. But it was just a robot. So it was a impostor. Basically, a fake person, basically. And then after that, he's like, okay, cool. Right when I get the real dude, I'm going to get the money. But sadly, again, she already beat him to it, which was just freaking hilarious, by the way. Anyways, I like that series, or I like the episode. Let me know in the comments if you guys like this episode. This is Demon saying peace out and enjoy your days.